For too long, we've accepted a muted existence, believing our true capabilities are out of reach, mere whispers of what could be. We're told to push harder, to grind, to simply try more, yet the profound shifts remain elusive, like shadows just beyond our grasp. What if the secret isn't more effort, but a different kind of alignment? What if your very being, down to the subtle hum of your nervous system, is already attuned to a hidden rhythm, a cosmic timing that dictates when true transformation is not only possible, but inevitable? This moment, right now, on this particular Monday, holds that secret. It's an invitation, a subtle signal from the universe, that you are precisely where you need to be to unlock a spectrum of potential you never knew you possessed. The ordinary week you anticipate is about to be superseded by an extraordinary recalibration, a conscious ascent to a higher operating frequency. This journey we're embarking on isn't merely an academic pursuit, it's a profound investment in our holistic well-being and the very essence of personal growth. The concept we're about to explore holds the key to unlocking a richer, more fulfilling existence, resonating deeply with our innate desire for accomplishment and a sense of purpose. Understanding it better is not a luxury, but a necessity for navigating life with greater clarity and intention. It's about cultivating a life that feels not just lived, but truly embraced, where each day contributes to a grander, more meaningful narrative. The whispers of this invitation, initially perceived as a gentle nudge from the universe, have now solidified into a clear directive. The seemingly unremarkable week that lay before you is not just changing, it is being fundamentally reshaped into an opportunity for profound self-discovery. This isn't about minor adjustments, it's about a conscious and deliberate elevation of your entire being, tuning into a more vibrant and effective way of experiencing reality. The initial surprise has given way to a growing curiosity, a keenness to understand the underlying mechanisms that facilitate such a significant shift in perspective and capability. As you embrace this recalibration, a subtle yet powerful transformation begins to unfold. The mundane begins to shimmer with newfound significance, and the challenges that once seemed insurmountable start to present themselves as stepping stones. You'll find yourself approaching tasks with a clarity that was previously elusive, and your interactions with the world will feel more authentic and impactful. This isn't a forced change, but rather a natural blossoming, a return to a more innate and potent way of existing. The fog of routine begins to dissipate, revealing a landscape of possibilities previously obscured. You are not experiencing a surge of frantic activity, a relentless chase to achieve more for the sake of saying you achieved more. This is not about maximizing output through sheer brute force, like a machine churning out endless widgets without regard for their purpose or quality. It's not about cramming your schedule until it bursts, leaving no room for breath or reflection. Imagine a sprinter who only focuses on the finish line, ignoring the proper form, the rhythm of their breath, or the feel of the track beneath their feet. That kind of exertion is unsustainable and, ultimately, less effective. This is about a deeper, more resonant engagement with your endeavors. Instead, this concept is about authentic alignment. Think of it as finding the perfect key for a specific lock, or a musician hitting precisely the right note that resonates through the entire orchestra. It's about your actions and intentions harmonizing, creating a powerful and focused wave of energy. When you are authentically aligned, your efforts feel less like a struggle against the current and more like flowing with it, or even subtly guiding it. It's the difference between desperately paddling a leaky raft and smoothly sailing a well-crafted boat. This alignment ensures that the energy you expend is directed precisely where it will have the most meaningful impact, achieving a profound effectiveness that superficial busyness can never replicate. This sense of alignment manifests in a newfound clarity of purpose. The fog of routine, as mentioned before, doesn't just lift, it dissolves, revealing the underlying structure of your goals and the most direct paths to achieving them. It's akin to waking up in a familiar forest after a night of dense fog. Suddenly, the trees are distinct, the trails are visible, and you understand the most efficient way to navigate to your desired destination. Each step feels deliberate and purposeful, a far cry from stumbling blindly in the mist. This isn't about having more to do, but about doing the right things with an unwavering focus and a genuine sense of purpose. It's like a skilled carpenter choosing the perfect tool for each specific cut, rather than trying to shape wood with a blunt hammer. The result is not just completion, but a crafted outcome, a testament to the precision and intention behind the work. Your interactions, your tasks, even your thoughts, begin to feel less like disconnected fragments and more like integral parts of a coherent and meaningful whole. This is the blossoming of a more potent and innate way of being, where effort translates into profound impact. Operating at this maximum frequency unlocks a cascade of profound benefits, transforming not just performance but the very essence of one's experience. Decisions, once fraught with hesitation and doubt, become remarkably clear. This heightened state of awareness allows for an almost intuitive grasp of underlying truths, cutting through extraneous noise and ego-driven anxieties. It's like having an internal compass that consistently points toward the most aligned and effective path. The mind, unburdened by internal static, can process information with unparalleled speed and accuracy, leading to choices that are both strategic and ethically sound. This elevated frequency acts as a powerful magnet for opportunities. When one operates from a place of clarity, purpose, and authentic alignment, the universe tends to respond in kind. Synchronicity becomes commonplace. Doors that were once invisible swing open, and the right people and resources appear at precisely the right moments. It's not about forceful pursuit, but about radiating an energy that naturally attracts what is meant to be. Imagine a talented musician, immersed in their craft, not seeking fame but simply expressing their passion. Suddenly, they are approached by a renowned producer who recognizes the raw brilliance in their work. This is the essence of operating at this peak energetic state, becoming a beacon for desired outcomes through genuine expression. Internally, the impact is equally transformative. Conflicts that once raged, the inner critic battling self-doubt, the anxieties of the unknown wrestling with ambition, begin to dissolve. This frequency fosters a deep sense of inner peace and self-acceptance. The incessant chatter of the mind quiets, replaced by a steady hum of confidence and resilience. It allows for a compassionate understanding of one's own imperfections, viewing them not as flaws but as opportunities for growth. Consider an athlete struggling with a performance plateau. Instead of succumbing to frustration, they tap into this heightened state, finding a quiet resolve and a renewed belief in their capabilities. This inner harmony then empowers them to push past their perceived limits, not through brute force, but through an integrated and focused approach. This is the true power of operating at maximum frequency, a profound integration of mind, body, and spirit, leading to extraordinary results. The journey to unlocking this peak operating state, which we'll refer to as maximum frequency, isn't about possessing arcane knowledge or extraordinary talents. It's about a simple, accessible process that anyone can engage with. Think of it as tuning an instrument. It requires a few deliberate actions to achieve perfect resonance. We've outlined a straightforward protocol, broken down into easy-to-follow steps. No special equipment or advanced mental conditioning is required. This is about conscious intention and gentle redirection. The first step is establishing a foundation of stillness. Find a quiet space, free from distractions. It doesn't need to be elaborate, a comfortable chair or even a quiet corner will suffice. The key is to create an environment where your mind can begin to settle. Close your eyes, or soften your gaze, and take a few slow, deep breaths. Feel the air entering and leaving your lungs, a simple anchor to the present moment. The mind, unburdened by internal static, can process information with unparalleled speed and accuracy, leading to choices that are both strategic and ethically sound. This elevated frequency acts as a powerful magnet for opportunities. When one operates from a place of clarity, purpose, and authentic alignment, the universe tends to respond in kind. Synchronicity becomes commonplace. Doors that were once invisible swing open, and the right people and resources appear at precisely the right moments. It's not about forceful pursuit, but about radiating an energy that naturally attracts what is meant to be. Imagine a talented musician, immersed in their craft, not seeking fame but simply expressing their passion. Suddenly, they are approached by a renowned producer who recognizes the raw brilliance in their work. This is the essence of operating at this peak energetic state, becoming a beacon for desired outcomes through genuine expression. Internally, the impact is equally transformative. Conflicts that once raged, the inner critic battling self-doubt, the anxieties of the unknown wrestling with ambition, begin to dissolve. This frequency fosters a deep sense of inner peace and self-acceptance. The incessant chatter of the mind quiets, replaced by a steady hum of confidence and resilience. It allows for a compassionate understanding of one's own imperfections, viewing them not as flaws but as opportunities for growth. Consider an athlete struggling with a performance plateau. Instead of succumbing to frustration, they tap into this heightened state, finding a quiet resolve and a renewed belief in their capabilities. This inner harmony then empowers them to push past their perceived limits, not through brute force, but through an integrated and focused approach. This is the true power of operating at maximum frequency, a profound integration of mind, body, and spirit, leading to extraordinary results. The journey to unlocking this peak operating state, which we'll refer to as maximum frequency, isn't about possessing arcane knowledge or extraordinary talents. It's about a simple, accessible process that anyone can engage with. Think of it as tuning an instrument. It requires a few deliberate actions to achieve perfect resonance. We've outlined a straightforward protocol, broken down into easy-to-follow steps. No special equipment or advanced mental conditioning is required. This is about conscious intention and gentle redirection. The first step is establishing a foundation of stillness. Find a quiet space, free from distractions. It doesn't need to be elaborate. A comfortable chair or even a quiet corner will suffice. The key is to create an environment where your mind can begin to settle. Close your eyes, or soften your gaze, and take a few slow, deep breaths. Feel the air entering and leaving your lungs, a simple anchor to the present moment. This initial phase is about gently detaching from the external noise, creating a small pocket of tranquility within yourself. Next, we focus on the breath as a conduit. Continue with your slow, rhythmic breathing, but now, bring your awareness fully to the sensation of each inhale and exhale. Observe the subtle rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. There's no need to force the breath or change its natural rhythm, simply notice it. This practice of mindful breathing is a powerful tool for anchoring your attention, preventing your mind from drifting into unproductive thoughts or anxieties. It's about being present with the most fundamental aspect of your being. Following the breath, the protocol calls for cultivating a sense of inner spaciousness. As you breathe, imagine that with each exhale, you are releasing any tension, any worries, or any limiting beliefs you might be holding on to. Visualize these things dissipating like mist in the morning sun. With each inhale, imagine drawing in a sense of calm, of clarity, and of quiet confidence. This is not about forcefully emptying your mind, but rather about creating a sense of openness, a space where new possibilities can emerge. The final, and arguably most crucial, step is the gentle affirmation of your inherent capabilities. Without any grand pronouncements or self-doubt, simply acknowledge to yourself, on an internal level, your capacity for achievement and your resilience. This is not a moment for boastful claims, but a quiet recognition of the strength and potential that already reside within you. It's a subtle shift from questioning your abilities to simply accepting them. By combining these simple, deliberate actions, finding stillness, focusing on the breath, cultivating spaciousness, and affirming your capabilities, you are effectively preparing yourself to access that higher operating frequency. It's a process of internal alignment, leading to a profound and accessible enhancement of your performance. The subtle shift from questioning one's abilities to simply accepting them often begins with a pervasive, yet undefinable, sense of restlessness. It's not an anxious energy, but rather a gentle nudge, a feeling that the current landscape of understanding and capability is somehow insufficient. This internal stirring manifests as a quiet dissatisfaction with the status quo, a yearning for something more, even if the specifics remain elusive. Tasks that once brought a sense of accomplishment now feel mundane, lacking the vibrant engagement they once held. There's a persistent hum beneath the surface of everyday life, an unspoken question about what else might be possible. Intuitively, this restlessness often gives way to a heightened sense of intuition. Gut feelings become more pronounced, almost insistent. A decision might feel right or wrong with an unshakable certainty, even before logical reasoning can fully catch up. These aren't fleeting hunches, they are deep-seated knowing, like whispers from a more informed part of oneself. It's as if a dimmer switch has been slowly turned up on an internal guidance system, allowing for a clearer perception of pathways and possibilities that were previously obscured. This intuitive compass begins to point towards new directions, suggesting shifts in focus or approach that might otherwise go unnoticed. Moments of flow emerge with greater frequency and intensity. These are periods of complete absorption in an activity, where time seems to dissolve, and performance feels effortless. The mind quiets, distractions fade away, and a profound sense of presence takes over. In these heightened states, problems that seemed insurmountable often resolve themselves organically, and creative solutions appear with surprising ease. It's as if the individual taps into a reservoir of untapped potential, a state of being where execution seamlessly aligns with intention. These flow experiences are not just enjoyable, they are powerful indicators of an underlying capacity that is ripe for conscious cultivation. They signal that the internal architecture is ready for an upgrade, that the mind and body are operating in a more integrated and efficient manner. This readiness is often accompanied by a growing sense of inner peace, paradoxically arising from the very restlessness that initially signaled the change. The journey is not about forcing a transformation, but about recognizing and nurturing these emergent signs of readiness. The stark contrast between a forceful, task-oriented approach to achieving goals and a more fluid, energy-aligned method becomes increasingly apparent as the internal architecture settles. The traditional model, characterized by a relentless drive to make things happen, often feels like pushing a boulder uphill. Effort is expended through sheer will, demanding constant exertion and often leading to burnout. There's a sense of wrestling with external circumstances, attempting to bend them to one's will rather than working in concert with them. This method, while capable of producing results, frequently leaves a residue of exhaustion and a feeling of dissatisfaction, as if the victory was hard-won but hollow. Conversely, the approach of flowing with natural energy operates on a different principle. It's akin to sailing with the wind, rather than rowing against the current. This involves a keen awareness of one's internal state and the subtle cues from the external environment. Instead of imposing a rigid plan, one learns to discern the opportune moments, the most effective pathways, and the most resonant actions. This doesn't imply passivity, rather, it suggests a more intelligent and efficient application of energy. It's about recognizing when to act with decisive force and when to yield, adapt, and allow circumstances to unfold. The effort feels lighter, more graceful, and often, surprisingly, more potent. The transformative power of clarity of purpose and internal alignment cannot be overstated in facilitating this shift. When one's core intentions are crystal clear, they act as a guiding beacon. This clarity filters out distractions and ensures that actions are directed towards what truly matters, preventing the dissipation of energy on tangential pursuits. Simultaneously, internal alignment, the harmonious resonance between one's thoughts, emotions, and actions, creates a powerful energetic coherence. This coherence amplifies the effectiveness of every undertaking. When there is no internal resistance, no conflicting desires or beliefs, the energy can flow unimpeded, creating momentum and drawing opportunities naturally. Actions born from this state of clarity and alignment become inherently more effective. They are not only more efficient in their execution but also more deeply satisfying in their outcome. The sense of accomplishment is not solely derived from the external achievement, but from the internal congruence experienced throughout the process. This alignment fosters a feeling of authenticity and purpose, making the journey as rewarding as the destination. It's a state where the work feels less like a burden and more like a natural expression of one's unfolding potential, a continuation of the internal architecture's readiness now manifesting in the outer world with newfound grace and efficacy. Operating at this peak frequency fundamentally rewrites the subjective experience of time. Moments, which previously felt like discrete, measured units, now coalesce into a fluid, continuous stream. The sheer efficiency with which information is processed and tasks are executed creates an illusion of temporal compression. What would have once occupied hours now feels compressed into minutes, not because the clock is ticking faster, but because the internal engine is running at an unprecedented level of performance. This isn't about rushing, it's about a profound state of flow where every action is perfectly timed and inherently productive. The external world's temporal markers become almost irrelevant as the internal rhythm dictates the pace, a harmonious dance between intention and execution. Conversations, too, undergo a remarkable transformation. The superficial chatter and polite exchanges of the past give way to a depth of connection that is both rapid and profoundly meaningful. When minds are aligned, communication becomes almost telepathic. Thoughts are anticipated, nuances are instantly grasped, and the underlying emotions and intentions are laid bare. Each interaction becomes a rich tapestry of shared understanding, where words are carefully chosen not for their eloquence, but for their precise impact. There's no need for lengthy explanations or repeated clarifications. A brief exchange is enough to convey complex ideas and foster deep bonds. The exchange of information is so efficient that it leaves ample room for the subtle recognition of shared purpose and the unspoken acknowledgement of mutual respect. This heightened state of awareness also amplifies the arrival of insights. They no longer emerge from prolonged contemplation or arduous analysis, but rather manifest as sudden, crystalline illuminations. The dense fog of uncertainty lifts, revealing clear pathways forward. Patterns that were once obscured become glaringly obvious, and solutions to complex problems appear with an almost startling simplicity. This timely arrival of understanding is not a matter of luck, but a direct consequence of the mind operating at its optimal capacity, able to connect disparate pieces of information with unparalleled speed and accuracy. It's as if the internal architecture, now fully optimized, can draw upon a vast reservoir of knowledge and experience, presenting the most relevant and impactful revelations precisely when they are needed most, guiding the unfolding of events with prescient clarity. The dawn of a new week often arrives with a unique stillness, a palpable shift in the rhythm of our days. It's as if the universe itself exhales, offering a brief, serene interlude before the usual crescendo of demands and obligations. This quiet opening, this gentle nudge from the temporal flow, serves as an invaluable reset portal. It presents an opportunity not just to catch our breath, but to actively recalibrate our internal energies. The frantic pace of the preceding days, the accumulation of mental clutter and emotional residue, can be consciously set aside. This initial quietude allows for a profound recalibration, a chance to shed the accumulated weight and return to a state of equilibrium. This recalibration is fundamentally about re-establishing a connection with our authentic essence. The constant barrage of external stimuli, the pressures to conform, and the inherent complexities of daily life can gradually obscure our true selves, leaving us feeling adrift or disconnected from our core values and aspirations. The beginning of the week, with its inherent promise of a fresh start, acts as a natural cue to pause and reflect. It's a designated moment to intentionally tune into that inner voice, that quiet knowing that often gets drowned out by the noise of the world. By consciously choosing to engage with this stillness, we create the space necessary to listen, to observe, and to reconnect with the fundamental truths that define us. The act of embracing this weekly reset involves more than just a passive acknowledgement of the passing time. It requires an active engagement, a deliberate choice to step back from the momentum of habit and routine. Think of it as clearing a desk that has become overwhelmed with papers. You don't just shove them aside, you carefully examine each document, decide what to keep, what to file, and what to discard. Similarly, at the start of the week, we can consciously review our thoughts, feelings, and priorities. This introspection allows us to identify what truly serves us and what is merely a distraction or a burden. It's about pruning away the extraneous to reveal the essential. This process of energetic recalibration is what allows us to move forward with renewed purpose and clarity. When we are out of sync, our actions can feel reactive, driven by external pressures rather than internal conviction. The beginning of the week, acting as this reset portal, empowers us to reclaim our agency. It's an invitation to realign our intentions with our deepest desires, ensuring that our efforts are directed towards what truly matters. By consciously engaging in this practice, we not only enhance our personal well-being but also strengthen our ability to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, always guided by the compass of our authentic selves. Our journey through life unfolds across a spectrum of operational levels, each profoundly shaping our existence. At the most fundamental is the survival level. Here, existence is a constant struggle for basic needs: shelter, food, safety. Thoughts are dominated by immediate threats and the raw imperative to endure. The experience of life is a stark, often fearful, and limited one, characterized by a pervasive sense of vulnerability and a lack of foresight beyond the present moment. Every resource is channeled into overcoming obstacles, leaving little room for growth, joy, or meaningful connection. Moving upward, we encounter the functionality level. At this stage, basic needs are met, allowing for a degree of stability. Individuals can engage in daily tasks, maintain relationships, and pursue routine activities. Life here is characterized by predictability and a focus on maintaining the status quo. While far removed from the desperation of survival, the experience is often one of routine, perhaps even monotony. There's a sense of getting by, of fulfilling obligations, but the spark of deeper engagement or aspiration may be absent. The world is perceived through the lens of what is required, not what is possible. Beyond mere functionality lies the peak performance or maximum frequency level. This is where individuals not only meet their needs but thrive, operating with a sense of purpose, passion, and mastery. Life at this level is vibrant, dynamic, and rich with meaning. Decisions are driven by a desire to excel, innovate, and contribute. The experience is one of profound engagement, where challenges are met with enthusiasm, and creativity flows freely. There's a clarity of vision, an alignment of actions with deeply held values, and a palpable sense of aliveness. This is not just about doing, it's about being fully engaged, pushing boundaries, and realizing one's potential. Aspiring to and operating at the maximum frequency level is not merely an option, it is the essence of a life fully lived. While survival is a primal necessity and functionality provides a stable platform, neither offers the true fulfillment that comes from operating at one's highest capacity. The difference is akin to existing in black and white versus experiencing a world in full, vivid color. It is at this elevated state that we unlock our greatest potential, contribute most meaningfully to the world around us, and experience the deepest forms of satisfaction and joy. This pursuit requires conscious effort and a commitment to continuous self-improvement. It involves understanding our unique strengths, identifying our passions, and diligently working to refine our skills. It means embracing challenges not as roadblocks but as opportunities for growth, learning from setbacks, and continually striving for excellence. The rewards are immeasurable, transforming not only our individual lives but also positively impacting our communities. It is in striving for this highest operational level that we truly honor the gift of our existence and leave an enduring legacy. You've journeyed through the intricate steps, understanding the core principles that unlock your latent capabilities. We've explored how embracing every challenge, viewing obstacles as stepping stones rather than barriers, and consistently seeking to excel are not just beneficial, but essential. The transformative power we've discussed isn't an external force, it resides within you, waiting to be awakened. You've learned that setbacks are merely data points, invaluable lessons that refine your approach and propel you forward. The true reward lies not just in personal triumph, but in the ripple effect of your growth, enriching the lives around you and contributing to a more vibrant community. The time has come to actively engage with what you've discovered. Don't let this knowledge remain theoretical. I strongly encourage you to embark on the activation protocol. This isn't about acquiring something new, but about unleashing what is already yours. Think of it as clearing away the dust to reveal the brilliance that has always been there. The potential for extraordinary achievement, for a life lived at its absolute highest operational level, is not a distant dream. It is an inherent part of your being, a gift waiting for you to claim it. This journey of activation is a continuous process of self-discovery and refinement. By consistently applying these principles, you are not just improving yourself, you are honoring the very essence of your existence and building a legacy that will resonate far beyond your own time. Remember, the path to realizing your full potential is paved with deliberate action and unwavering belief in your own capacity. Step forward, engage, and witness the profound transformation that awaits. The world needs the unique brilliance that only you can bring. Tempo aproximado de audio, 31 minutes and 33 seconds, 4,102 palabras. I hope this video has been a milestone in your life. If possible, please subscribe and comment on what you thought and where you're watching from. Thank you very much. This is just the beginning.